when you put the basic حق, like to amni on a thing and say, it's either that or you die, and it's a victim. I think these politicians were a bunch of every swear words anyone can think of here, to be honest. I wouldn't even go that far as trying to put a label to them, but they are a bunch of like irresponsible people is probably the best definition I could come up with, because they do, when they fail to outperform one another, waxay yiraahdaan haddaan waxaan la samayn waxan baa dhacaya. It's not wadani only, it's not ucid only. Kulmiya did the same thing as well. Like a learned behavior iyagu barteen, and this person will take it literally like amnigooda, so they will forego whatever. Marka waxay ka dhigeen dadkii wax yaree baktiyo waxba oran karaynin, waxna samayn karaynin, iyaga un baa loo sacabtumaya. This guy said to me when I was in Hargeysa, I think he said that he got shot 30 something times. Adigu soddon kor bay u dhaaftay. Ma inuu just figure of speech iska lahaa mise inuu actually ku dhacay. But waxay u badnayd aniga, the impression I took is that inay actually ku dhacday, inuu intaasoo jeer xabadi ku dhacday, the way he was saying it. And he was like, I don't care. Like, he literally wanted nothing from life. Like, he didn't care hadday la aqoonsado, he didn't care haddaan la aqoonsan. He's given up. So it was just a passing conversation. So there's a lot of people like that actually have checked out of the whole political setup of Somaliland. Waa just waxaad iska wataan, hawshooda iska wataan, and then you will see kuwa televisionka ka soo baxa. It's a revolving door kuwaasina, I think.
No, it's true.
Can I just add to that?
Go on. How is Sonia?
I agree with Salam alaikum. I agree with Baraka in terms of the security has been put on a pedestal for Somalilanders, and I think it contributes to jabhadanya waxan hada socda, because everyone is like, oh, and hadan waxan heli waayo ama hada the entitlement and security gan baabinaya ama I'm gonna waxbaan u dhimiyaa the security of Somaliland. And even the faqsh, when you see them in the spaces and when they're talking, they know Somaliland waxay alalisa waxay security. And also it helps, I think, in a lot of these old men that are in position of power inay waxba qaban waayaan, because ay kusoo koobaan waxa weeyaan at least amnigiina alaalina oo amnigiiba sugan. And I'm sorry, but that's just the basic need, inay dadku habeenkii seexdaan, or nothing, it shouldn't be the way we anaku u bubuunino, it should not be the case at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know I see the point you're coming from, Abdul, that without security and nothing will go forward. However, I feel like we're focusing on it too much, and we need to start holding these people to account the only way. And then you asked about how can we move forward in terms of we don't want it to be a stagnate, because obviously people are not happy, but we also don't want it to be to go into dagaalo iyo wax as the faqash are trying to do, the habar war. And I think the only solution to that again is accountability. I think first of all, if Somaliland in general needs to start reforming the departments and whatnot, and I think specifically Isaq and Qabilka Isaq, they need to initiate all of the Qabilo. I don't remember the last time where all of the Isaq and something to school in Shiren, don't talk to Shiren. Not about Somaliland, because Somaliland, yes, wala wada leeyahay, kama hadlay Somaliland. But waxaan leeyahay faqashtu waxay rabaan in general waxa weyn in Isaq kala diraan. Goorma ugu dambaysa in Isaq horta shiraan, in odayaasha inta isku wada imadaan, in dantooda ogaadaan, just to kind of go over our old dhaqans and our old stories. And I feel like that would help a lot if in a school with the imanan qabiilaha dhan, and sultaankooda ama qofkii odagooda in a school with the imanan is and they just, I feel like clear the air. But in terms of Somaliland, all departments need to be reformed. and I feel like in la soo saaray xeer caadi oo ka hadlaysa about accountability, although in our constitution waxa ku qoran about certain accountability measures and it's not taken as serious, but I feel like I can, and I also can understand why. Don't get me wrong, dadkan hadda dhibaatooyinka waxaan wada inside Somaliland, I can understand their frustration, Muuse Biixi hadda waad aragtaa, garna qaadan maayo, garna geli maayo, waxbana isagana garna ma soo saarayo, marka hadda is a rock. waxba qof waxba qaadanin, waxbana garanin, waxbana fahmin, it's frustrating. But we do not need more, we don't need more of this. And also about I don't know, you've changed the title on Ethiopia talking about the port. And I was just seeing a lot of Falcelisay making comments that Somalia, wixii Somalia isku keeni lahaa, Somalia way isku keeni lahaa, maadaama Ethiopia rabto ama Saylac ama other ports in Somalia. Somali weyn ba isku keenaysaa oo waa isku heshiinaynaa oo xabashadan la dagaalamana, sidii berigii hore Somaliland iska loo isticmaalay and all Somalilanders died for the Habashi war. And I think taasna waxa weeyaan inuu caddeena waxa weeyaan waa Saylacna uma soo socdaan haddii Soomaaliya galayaan koleba xuduudo ma laha galaan, koleba xaq buu leeyihiin legally. When you look at it from the legal perspective, حق buu leeyahay galaan Somalia because there's no defined territory anyway. So وانا اسلامي.
Jazakallah khair. No, my point on the previous title was not. I was trying to bring attention to the fact that economically we're too reliant on Ethiopia, and we need to diversify our trade imbalance, either with getting new partners or increasing local production. So that was more of my interest on that topic, and because you have to plan for tomorrow, and just because you don't have a problem today and there's no issue today, that doesn't mean that issue would not come up in the future. So that was the whole point. But in terms of addressing your point, I wasn't advocating that like our people are just the Somaliland is only about security. I was trying to explain to you guys, this is how our people back home think. They think that the MN is everything. They think that the state is so fragile that if they do anything, if they go on protest, whatever have you, then chaos will ensue, and then they can go back into lawlessness. So they have trauma from the genocide. They have trauma from refugees and being refugees and not having anything. And not being able to walk on the street without stepping on a landmine. So you have all that trauma. So these men are capitalizing on that. So honestly, I don't know what solution, how we can move forward. We can say that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Abdul.
Right?
What I'm saying is dadkan halkan ku fadhiya hadda Somaliland hogaaminaya ama Somaliland voice-ka u ah, unfortunately, waxay isticmaalaan security. But laakiin shacabka inay kacaan oo oradaan waxa weeyaan iyadoo nabad jirto, inay kacaan iyadoo nabad jirto and say why you keep saying security, because that's waxaan xaq u leenahay. Security, cunto, food, these are just the normal socio economic and these are waxaan xaq u leenahay. We're not asking you for that. Security-ga la sheegayo da shacabka usoo dhintay waxaan ugu xaq u leenahay weeyaan. So inay ku oradaan like they need to start saying stop using security as a tool. It's not a tool. It's a basic humanitarian need. It's something anigu u soo halgamanay. It's waxa anigu u shaqaysanay weeyaan. And they need to look further than that, as in development. They need to start. I don't think we've got to the development phase of things, and especially Sha'abka. I don't think any fahmin really asking for the development stage. It's all basic, and what you call it, socio-economic needs or social determinants of health, needs, and we need to move beyond that. حق بان لنا نقول هلا، حق بان لنا نعنتنا، حق بان لنا نبض كسجنانو، حق بان لنا to breathe clean air، حق بان لنا نوضع صعنا وحنا نقول عن all of that حق بان لنا هذا هو حبكم الهيد إلهي سبحانه وتعالى وبا نسيه. We need to start acting for develop حق لكن هذا هو حنقول دي سنة ما دام إن حلقة هايسيد إن وضع نودستيد إن عافمات كنوها جاجسيد inaad beeraha noo fashid inaad shaqana siisid ina amniga inaad xuduudaheeda soo xidhid taas baan adigu ku weydiina xilka kuu siinay so yeah actually I agree with you